Hi, friends. I wanted to read a story with you today. It's called Little Miss Liberty by Chris Robertson. This is a kind of a silly story about the Statue of Liberty. On an early July morning in the city of Paris, the cry of a newborn baby girl was heard, and the name given to her was Little Miss Liberty. The minute she was placed in her mother's arms, it was obvious she was special. To begin with, her coloring was a little on the green side. Secondly, unlike most babies, Little Miss Liberty could stand as soon as she was born. In addition, every day that passed, she grew several inches. Her parents had a hard time finding clothes that would fit her. Finally, they gave up and wrapped her in a bed sheet. Little Miss Liberty had an insatiable appetite, but not just for food, but also for knowledge. She read anything and everything. From books to cereal boxes, billboards and maps, comic books to her father's newspaper, she read and grew and read and grew some more. One day, her mother took her shopping. Little Miss Liberty picked out the most peculiar-looking hat. She loved it, so she wore it every day. When she started school, the other children didn't quite know what to think of her. But she was of strong will and character, and when the teacher asked the class a question, Little Miss Liberty's arm would shoot skyward like a rocket. It seemed to be frozen straight up in the air. Little Miss Liberty was a friend to all. She was especially kind to those who felt different or misunderstood, lonely or sad. Eventually, Little Miss Liberty finished school. By then, she found she had outgrown almost everything. Her bed, her table and chair, even her house. Even the city that she had always known and loved. That's Paris. Always a child of independence, Little Miss Liberty knew there was a place in the world she was meant to be. So one night, she packed up her books, lit a torch, and with her parents' blessing, set off on a journey. She traveled to distant lands and visited wilderness no one had yet explored. She discovered that the plains were much too windy, the mountains were much too cold, and the ocean was much too wet. Finally, after much searching, she happened upon a place that she could call her own. A pedestal of perfect size, color, and proportion, and there she stands with pride, continuing to grow taller and smarter every day. What a silly story! This is about the Statue of Liberty, but this story pretends that she was a little girl that was born in Paris and she grew up and came to America. Now that's a little different than real life. In real life, I know that the Statue of Liberty is not a real girl, just a statue made of metal. But it was built in Paris and then it came to the United States. You can visit it in New York. Pretty cool. Well, I really liked reading this story with you. You can subscribe right down there so that we can read more stories together. And if you would like to join my virtual preschool class, we do lots of learning together. There's a link below. I hope I see you again soon. Bye, friends.